at the plant store with the birthday girl. It smells so good in here. How you doing? I love the smell. Happy birthday, queen! It's the birthday girl. She looks so cute. Into the plant shop. They have all the beautiful things in here. I've seen these before. They normally don't have them open. They'll have a whole garden growing in a jar.
Yeah, what they call geraniums?
Some people hang them up on the ceiling. On this?
I like that.
It's hot out there. Day to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm out with my mom. And we're celebrating her birthday all week. Breakfast, clubs, lunch, this, that.
Do not think that we be out and about every day because we aren't.
When you come out with my mom, you gotta have them bucks, them big bucks.
Because we're saying champagne, nothing.
A lavender latte.
No, you can still order. The only thing you don't have is soft.
Okay. Them shorts is too short. I'm sorry. I mean, are they Hoochie daddies? I mean, any shorter we can see his butt. I'm crying. They're too short. I'm cranking up like them shorts are too short, honey. What are you doing? I mean, big D players don't do shit like that. Like I'm just saying, big D players do not wear short shorts like that because I mean something might slip out. Ladies and gents, I just left this cute place called Honey's. I want to say not too far from Fairmount Avenue. The food was pretty good. However, we was with a friend of the family and I don't know, he was in a little funk. So a lot of people's moods kind of impact my day from time to time. So what seemed like me just, you know, trying to make light conversation, if somebody is not in the mood, they're not in the mood. So it kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it ruined the brunch, but it is what it is. It's about 2:56, definitely about to be 3 o'clock. And honestly, I just want to go in the house. I have this issue with my knee where literally it's hard for me to like bend my knee backward. Like, you know how you're just doing simple things and you may be walking up steps or you may be doing something. I feel like my knee is just giving out. So I've been doing a lot of walking with this new work that I'm doing. And honestly, it's wearing and tearing on my body. I have to find a new job. All I do is walk my entire shift, whether it's going to the market and doing other little things for the clients, it's really just burning me out. So what I thought I could manage, I'm starting to think, for me being like, you know, just in the house, a homebody and always indoors, I'm starting to think my body can't handle all this ripping and running. So I really don't know, but it's just been a long, weird, stressful week. I wish I can just divulge everything, but honestly, this bun is bunning, okay? It's bunning today. I stuffed it, so it looks bigger than normal when I wear these. These are like running late buns. You know how some girls throw on a cap or a scarf? I do turbans. This is my bad hair day. Don't feel like putting on a wig.
Prove it. And you better look fucking good when you do it. Shit get ugly. I have never let a nigga fuck you over more than once. Anybody remember, you can never tell these bitches everything. Today she call you sus, tomorrow she enemy. Money to the side, don't let no nigga leave you dry. Stand no business if they say it's up, you better.
Hey divas, hey gents. So I'm downtown. I just got off of work and I have a taste for something sweet. So I know the Reading terminal is en route to my next form of transportation. So I am going to get me something from the Reading terminal. I don't know what, because I'm bowling on a budget, but I need something. I'm hungry. And I got a sweet tooth, so if you're not familiar with the Reading terminal is where the Amish normally is. So in different little shops and produce shops and stuff like that. So this looks sweet. I want something sweet. I'm gonna get a cupcake. Okay. I need something sweet ASAP Rocky. May I have a cupcake?
Sure, doesn't matter what color.
I'll take the, I guess the orange. Thank you. Let's see what else they got in here. I swear, I should not have a sweet tooth like this. It's stress. Literally. Let's find something salty. Order mac and cheese. Yep, to go. Huh? Cash? Yes. It is crowded in here. So divas, like I said, it's just been a whole bunch of ripping and running and always moving around. This new job that I have, it's caregiving, and all I do is run around the entire city. I'm literally a traveling caregiver. Now, I've heard of traveling nurses, but I never heard of traveling caregivers. But I'm going from one side of the city to the next. Like, this is like grits and like grind, like real shit. Like, I haven't been on so much public transportation since I was a fucking kid. And it's just a whole bunch of steps, walking, being around the elements, around people. Like, I'm constantly scared of like COVID and everything like that. Just breathing in air where everybody is like so tightly confined on the train and shit. It just really blows me, and it really takes from just my overall mobility health, because I'm always on the move. And like I said, I feel like it's just a jolt from not moving around and doing a lot of shit to suddenly ripping and running and always on my feet. And like I said, being up under that subway, it's so many steps coming out of layers of the sub. Like, it's different in Philly. Like, it's layers from the trolley to the sub, then on street level. It's just a lot of
doing shit, and you'll be surprised with caregiving. These old people be having you running around, even if it's in their fucking house. They have you on your feet all fucking day, to the point where my ankle is swollen, my knee is fucked up. I done pulled out this Goucher just to kind of like circulate the blood. I don't know. I'm just trying.
Hey, divas and gents. So I am sitting here. I done washed my wig. Y'all already know I do this all the time, no matter what wig I got. I literally wash it and straighten it out almost every week. That's how it look fresh. Maybe every 8 or 10 days, close to 2 weeks, whatever. But today I'm getting ready to go out with a friend. But I have anxiety. I realized, let me turn this air off real quick. I realized that not only do I have anxiety, I have like many flashbacks of some of the trauma that I've experienced over the years, dating and stuff like that. And I realized I don't fully trust nobody, and I'm fine with it, but I don't want it to hinder me having a good time, and I also don't want it to leave me feeling stupid, like always vulnerable and falling for everything a guy say. So, without saying too much, and keep in mind, I never will say any name, or unless a person wants to reveal themselves, and they would probably have to come on camera themselves. But I would never reveal a name, any type of identity that will kind of say who's who and what's what and what's tea. But anyway, I'm having this thing where, and I expressed it to my friend that I'm talking to or whatever, and a conversation came up, and pretty much he was almost in a company of like another woman, like, and he had said what he had going on or whatever, and that it wasn't like that, it was work or whatever. And I just started to zone the fuck out to the point where I almost didn't want to hear nothing he had to fucking say. And I said, oh, this nigga, I was like, I said, this man fucking somebody else, period. That's how I felt. Because I'm like, this what y'all do, because this is what has happened in the past. So I definitely felt like there's no way that I can deal with you. Like, even, and it was so simple what he was explaining, but all I heard is, all I heard is a chick in the background, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just thinking, oh, you smashing somebody. Like, you busy. So I don't know. So later in the conversation, because he had never hung up the phone, he just kept talking to me. And I don't know if that was a play on him realizing that he had pissed me the fuck off, with the idea of him being around another woman or what. So he thought it was funny in terms of, he thought it was cute. Like, oh, that means you really fuck with me if you getting so upset. But it's nothing, da da da. So I'm like, no, for real, I started to realize I really don't trust y'all like that, because every time, it don't matter who it is, and this was my explanation, and I said a whole bunch of things, but I'm just going to skim over it because I'm just going to say what matters. I basically said men have a tendency, they can have a girl at work or a girl in the neighborhood or somebody, that they interact with, and they can say, oh, that's my homie, that's my friend, it's nothing. I don't even find her attractive, it's nothing. But this woman would probably 9 times out of 10 never really approach you the way she approached you in conversation if you was with your girl. And then on top of that, if I even as little as ask a man for directions, if I'm fucking lost, if I'm just, saying good morning to somebody that I'm walking past every day, it's like y'all tick, tick, boom. But y'all be whole interacting with bitches, dropping bitches off to work. Hence the whole, remember on Barbershop, I think it was Barbershop 2, And the girl at the job constantly kept coming on to one of the barbers, and it was Nicki Minaj and Common. And she kept coming on to Common, and Eve was like, like, what's tea? And all the way to the point where he dropped her off home. He like, oh, it's nothing. But if she was to do as little as anything, you know, he would be pissed, you know, if she driving a nigga home, you know, even though he was saying that she worked in a male-dominated field. However, I just feel like y'all are more vulnerable to pussy than it is. And let me say it another way. Y'all are more vulnerable to succumbing to activities with women as opposed to us. Like, it outwardly shows when you're attracted to a woman sexually, and it's easy to entice. And I just feel like, I don't know, it just took me to another place of me being with somebody and him always having these quote unquote female friends, and suddenly I'm seeing texts from this girl, nude pictures, you not coming home at night, and you know, you got all this stuff going on. Like, I feel like men just, it starts small, but it becomes blatantly disrespectful how y'all play with women. And it's like, I'm like, are you trying to hurt me? You trying to fuck with me? And I feel like this kind of renewal of the friendship with my friend that I'm having this mind fuck with, I think for me, it's like, I'm like, damn, you trying to fuck with me? You trying to hurt me? Like, cause I'm moving so slow with everything. Like, I don't trust you. I gotta watch you. You know, I'm here, but I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, are you trying to make me jealous? Are you trying to speed up the process by making me jealous? Because that's gonna make me fucking run. So, I don't know. It's just like, that's the current thing that's, you know, heavily on my mind. And one of his comments was like, this is how I know. And I would never understand what he meant, but I didn't even want to say the comment, but it was something in the direction of more so saying, this is how I know that, you know, you fuck with me or whatever, you know, because you getting like that. And then it was like funny, and I'm like, this is not funny, like, this is clearly something. So I was like, you know what, I don't know, I think I'm feeling, you know, how do I say it? What it is I've been single for so long that any red flag, any little flinch of some bullshit, I'm out. So now that I'm trying to practice patience, like, bitch, you ain't gonna find no love and no husband if you run every little second. But I'm not tolerating no bullshit, and I'm not sitting around with the possibility of you, you know, putting on a show in front of other ladies or whatever. So whatever you got going on, take it the fuck easy, because at the end of the day, I've been through some real shit. And that's just on period. And I think a lot of people like to play, you know, competition. And that was another conversation. When you say you've been through some real shit, a lot of people like to say, oh, well, I've been through stuff too. And I got childhood trauma. And people that fucked me over. And I done been played. And it become like, oh, you tell me a sad story, I tell you a sad story. You tell me a sad story, I tell you a sadder story. No, I've been through some real shit when it comes to men. And I definitely don't want you to think that you can just slide in and it will never be that you ain't got, you do got some ground to cover. Like, period. I don't care if you didn't do the damage or not. I believe that men think, oh, don't blame me for everything. I'm not gonna blame you for everything, but you do gotta know what's the triggers. You do gotta know what sets me off, because if you don't know, you're gonna wind up doing something thinking it's nothing and it's something. So, listen, that shit had me blown when he said, oh, I'm outside waiting for shorty or something like that. I said, all of a sudden, it's like everything that was like stressing me was on high alert. Like, and it ain't had nothing to just do with what he said. It was more so like, you know what, you don't need to be fucking with niggas anyway, bitch. You need to get a fucking hobby. You need to start writing more. You need to pick up a second job. Bitch, what about that degree that you wanted to get, bitch? What about all the goals that you wanted to accomplish? You don't need to be fucking with no man. You don't need to be in love. Get that money. Get that bag. You know what? Just hang up the phone. Fuck it. Don't even waste your time. Don't even explain yourself. Disappear. Go off the grid. So that's what I felt all at once. And I'm like, maybe that's what I needed to feel. But also I'm like, damn, as soon as he says one thing that I don't like, I'm in flight mode. You know, and it's not just him. It's any guy that even try, I just be like, I don't even want to do it. I do. And I think because although it's been so long since I fucked with somebody, you know, heavy or took them serious, because it's been a long time since a lot of my homegirls heard the same name or even seen a picture on my timeline, because I don't do that. You know what I mean? I've been single since 2019. So that's 20, so it's what, for 4 years, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, almost 5 years. I hope my fingers is working like as fast as my brain is going. But yeah, almost 5 years I've been single, and I have been dating, not dating, but I never took nobody serious. Nobody lasts more than a few days or made it out of the text phase. So even though this is an old friend, it's like, I'm not playing little games. It's like, as soon as you do something crazy, I can't fucking take it. My mind can't take it. I felt like last night, soon as he said that, heart crushed. I said, what, he got female friends like around, and he waiting for this bitch outside? She about to get in the car to do what, bitch? So it's like, and I'm talking to myself and I'm like, oh no, bitch, this not cool. This not even fun no more. I don't want to share nobody with nobody, even if we just talking. Listen, if we talking, I'm not saying nothing. But what I'm saying is, you don't need to be talking to multiple people talking to me. Take your time, you know. Take your time. And once you start sharing yourself with somebody, like, you know, having sex and stuff like that, you don't need to be talking to nobody else talking to me. I don't want to share any fluids, you know, with anybody other than you if I'm messing with you. It's only right, it's only safe, it's only fair. Not saying that that's what he was doing, but, you know, those are the things that just run across my mind. And I think it's okay for me to be on high alert. It's not a bad thing. It's called protecting yourself. So I like to add a little extra body in the back. So I will do this, and then when I get in the shower or whatever, I will take it down and then rewrap it, and it will have all this body and flow, you know, in the back or whatever. So we supposed to be going out to like a little dinner in a hotel. And also, this is the first time I ever been totally alone with this person. Like, we always, like, I feel like even when you live in an apartment complex, you're not completely alone with a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I feel like this is the first time I ever been so alone, you know, with this person. So or maybe just the first time in a long time, if that make any sense. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what I be feeling. I don't. It's so much. And I apologize because this YouTube channel has really started to change itself. Like at first, I was just going to pump just all fashion content. And my fashion content do numbers. But sometimes when I talk about some of these dates and stuff, they do numbers too. But this really just be me video diary. It's a video diary of how I really feel because I really be perplexed when it comes to love and relationships because I don't know. I feel like I have to be so on high alert because people just, they really blow my mind. Like, I really don't want to get hurt again. Ain't that crazy? Like, I didn't really put myself into a point where I am scared to get hurt again. And the whole process of dating, you never know if you're going to get hurt.
So, managed to step into Pandora. This was like the little staycation vibes. We did the little overnight thing, bite to eat. And now we're in Pandora looking at
Was struggling because Shellham Mall wasn't owned by nobody anymore. The banks ended up, the people that owned the mall ended up losing it in some type of legal shit. And the banks ended up owning Shellham Mall. And they start charging the people off.
I was trying to fit MTV. It's hard.
Well, let me do it.
A little masterpiece. Why you gotta rub it like that?
That's the way it come up.
So back at work with a new client. I hardly know the people that I visit, to be quite honest. With this traveling thing being attached to my job description, sometimes I'm meeting people for the first time and I'm not seeing them again after, because I'm always switching around from house to house. Anyway, get to this lady house or whatever, and she had demands from the door. Literally, I wasn't even in her door, give or take a minute or so, and she was just directing me to her kitchen, telling me to wash dishes, wipe down her counters, wipe down her refrigerator, her microwave. I mean, some of this stuff is not, it's supposed to be light housekeeping, but some people really take advantage. And I think for me, with me being so green to how does it really go, I can find myself really doing a lot of hard duties. Like, it gets weird. It turned into me like sweeping and her trying to direct me into like doing her bathroom, sweeping and mopping her floors. When I say this shit got crazy, it got crazy. Now, what happens next really had me highly perturbed because, like I was saying, it started with the washing of the dishes. Look at my shirt. I didn't even realize I had all this stuff on my shirt, but it started with me washing the dishes or whatever. And she's talking to me from the other room. I don't know if y'all hear her, but she was like, well, what is your name? And I'm like, I already introduced myself, mind you. This is what I'm thinking in my head, but this just goes to show how I think it's kind of like maybe a little classless to have somebody, you know, doing so much in your home and you don't even remember their name. But it's beyond me. But they're older, so you have to consider that. So, however, after I did her dishes, wiped down her counter, cleaned off her pots that she had just cooked with, cleaned her refrigerator, wiped off her microwave, put out her trash, now she's assisting me to go in her back room and grab supplies to start a whole new cleaning project. So there's jobs that people do this type of work, and it's called fucking housekeeping. And this is where I start to get pissed off, and this is where I start to explain to my family how right now I'm very like burnt out when I leave these people's home, because I'm on public transportation. At the most, I may do a Uber home, but I don't want to spend all that money just ripping and running or whatever, right? But however, I am doing like the job of like 5 or 10. And just to top it off, once I hit her bathroom, she had fucking bed bugs. I had to go. Like, so this is like some of the shit that's just been blowing my